Imagine it's December 31st, 2026. There are two versions of you looking back at this exact moment. One version may not have accomplished everything, but they feel proud because they finally chose what mattered, stayed committed, and stopped abandoning themselves when the work became difficult. The other version still has the same dream, another plan saved in their phone, and another explanation for why they'll finally begin next year. And bro, the deepest pain won't only be the money you didn't make, the weight you didn't lose, or the dream you didn't finish. It will be knowing you had 5 months and broke another promise to yourself. I'm not saying that to shame you. I'm saying it because 2026 is not over and it is not wasted. 5 months is enough time to create a meaningful result, rebuild momentum, and completely change the way you feel about yourself when this year ends. The real purpose of this plan isn't to transform your entire life overnight. It's to finish 2026 as someone who trusts themselves again. And you don't rebuild self-trust with another motivational speech. You rebuild it with evidence. So I'm going to give you one focus for each of the 5 months remaining. And I'm not giving you this plan from some imaginary finish line, bro. I'm doing this with you. One of my North Star goals is continuing this road to 50K subscribers on YouTube. I cannot command the algorithm or guarantee exactly when that number will arrive, but I can control whether I study, create, publish, learn, and return. That distinction changes everything. Your outcome gives you direction. Your repeated actions rebuild trust. So for month 1, right here in August, I want you to choose your one finish line. August is the month you stop trying to rebuild every area of your life at once. Most people will waste 5 months attempting to grow a business, transform their body, repair every relationship, build 10 new habits, make more money, and reinvent themselves simultaneously. Then they become overwhelmed and quit everything. You can do almost anything, but you cannot give everything your full attention at the same time. Ask yourself, if I could create one meaningful result before December 31st, what would make the greatest difference in my life? Choose one North Star. Then define one measurable outcome and one repeatable action that will move you toward it. If you want to build a channel, your outcome may involve growth, but your promise might be publishing consistently. If you want to improve your health, your outcome may involve changing your body, but your promise might be training 3 times every week. The outcome can inspire you, but the repeated action must be within your control. Choosing one focus doesn't mean the rest of your life no longer matters. It means you have decided what deserves your best energy during this season. The first deposit into self-trust is clarity. It is being able to say, for the next 5 months, this is what I'm committed to building. Now for month 2 in September, build your life around the promise. Once you know what matters, put the work on your calendar. Because if your dream only exists in your head, it will continue losing everything that already has a scheduled time. Your job has a schedule. Your appointments have a schedule. Everybody else's needs somehow find their way onto your calendar. But when it comes to the dream, you tell yourself you'll work on it when you have time. Bro, that's why there's never any time. Choose the days, the starting time, and the length of each work session. Then remove as much friction as possible. Clean the environment, prepare what you need, move the phone away, make it easier to begin before your mind has time to negotiate. And establish a minimum version for difficult days. If your normal commitment is 1 hour, your minimum might be 15 minutes. Your minimum is not an excuse to do less. It's the bridge that keeps one difficult day from turning into 3 missing weeks. Self-trust does not require perfection. It requires knowing that when you fall off, you will not disappear. Month 3 in October, practice courage. By October, you will probably know what work you need to do. But knowledge won't be the problem. Avoidance will be the problem. There will be a video you're afraid to publish, an offer you're afraid to make, an opportunity you feel unqualified for, or a conversation you keep postponing. So take one courageous action every week. Publish before it feels perfect. Send the pitch. Make the offer. Ask for the opportunity. Walk into the room. Let yourself be seen. You do not overcome fear by waiting 5 months for it to disappear. You overcome it by collecting evidence that you can feel afraid and still move. Every time you act while you're uncomfortable, you Teach yourself that fear is not a stop sign. Belief is not what you must possess before taking the courageous action. Belief is what the courageous action begins to build. Now, month 4 in November, stay through the dip. November is where this plan will be tested. The excitement will be gone. The results may be slower than you expected. The holidays will begin. Life will get busy, and quitting will start sounding reasonable. This is where the plan becomes personal. Anybody can keep a promise when the work is exciting. Self-trust is built when keeping that promise becomes inconvenient. I've had seasons where I kept interrupting my practical work because I believed I needed another breakthrough, more healing, or a better version of myself before I could keep building. The inner work was real and meaningful. My dream couldn't grow while I kept abandoning the repetitions required to build it. I had to learn that I could continue healing while also continuing the work. That is what November is about. Use the minimum standard you created in September. If you miss once, return within 24 hours. If the strategy genuinely isn't working, adjust the route without immediately abandoning the destination. Difficult week does not mean you chose the wrong dream. One bad result doesn't mean you became a failure. The hard weeks are where your word begins to mean something. Month 5, last but not least, December, close the loop. When December arrives, do not mentally end the year early. A lot of people give December away because they're already fantasizing about the person they'll become in January. But you don't need another calendar to give you permission to follow through. Complete the final work. Send the proposal, publish the video, finish the training sessions. Keep the promise through December 31st. Then audit the 5 months. Honestly, what result did you create? How many repetitions did you complete? Which courageous actions did you take? What failed? What did it teach you? Most importantly, did you become someone you can trust? Maybe the exact external result hasn't arrived yet. That doesn't automatically mean the plan failed. If you kept the promises within your control, you created something more valuable than another temporary burst of motivation. Created evidence. Evidence that you can focus. Evidence that you can act while afraid. Evidence that you can fall off and return. Evidence that you no longer need to abandon yourself when life becomes difficult. That is what it means to finish 2026 strong. Maybe the first 7 months didn't go according to plan. Maybe you lost time, lost momentum, or had to survive something nobody else knew about. That chapter is real, but it does not get to decide how the story ends. Choose your finish line in August. Build your life around the promise in September. Practice courage in October. Stay through the dip in November. Close the loop in December. But don't just save this plan and feel inspired for the next 10 minutes. Before today ends, choose your North Star and complete the first action. Make August your first piece of evidence. And if limiting beliefs keep convincing you that you have already wasted too much time, that you're too far behind, or that you cannot trust yourself to follow through, download my free audio training, Limitless. It will help you identify the beliefs controlling your decisions, expand what you believe is possible, and become the version of yourself who continues showing up before the results arrive. The link is down below. Then watch why you're not leveling up. That video will help you identify why you keep resetting your progress, break the cycle of starting and stopping, and remain with the work long enough for it to compound. 5 months from now, you are going to remember this moment. Make sure you can say, that was when I stopped waiting for another fucking year to rescue me. That was when I chose what mattered. That was when I made my word mean something again. No matter what, bro, do not give up on yourself.